Good morning, everyone. My name is Jeray. I'm the volunteer coordinator here with CASA. This is Kelly.
Hi, my name is Kelly Sneller. I'm the program director for the CAC, the Child Advocacy Center here at CASA.
So thank you for joining us this morning. This is our monthly Coffee with CASA. So we will be meeting every third Wednesday of the month at 8:30. We'll be just having some coffee and talking about different things within our program, some upcoming events. Last month we kind of gave just an overview of all of our programs, a little bit about what we do, some events. You can check out that video still here on Facebook. Today we're going to talk with Kelly about the CAC, the Child Advocacy Center. She'll tell us a little bit about what she does and some different ways that you might be able to support. I will turn it over to Kelly.
So here at the Child Advocacy Center, we see kids that have been through either sexual abuse, physical abuse, or have been witness to crimes. Our referrals come to us from DCF or other child protection service programs, or they come to us from law enforcement. And then the kids are interviewed here in a space that is child friendly, by people that are trained specifically to ask non-leading, non-suggestive kind of questions and help the kiddos through being able to have a voice and tell what happened to them. Those interviews are observed by law enforcement and DCF, and they observe in a different room so that the child doesn't have to continue to repeat their story. Ways you guys can help us is through...
Can I ask a question first?
Yes.
So, what about the parents, though? You talk a lot about what the kiddos experience when they come here. What happens when the parents are here and while the kiddos are chatting with you?
So, while the kids are chatting with us, the parents meet with an advocate that has been trained to help those parents kind of walk through next steps, get resources for their kiddos and for themselves, and other kiddos that are in their family if needed. They spend usually the whole time that either myself or Taylor is in talking to a kiddo with that family advocate. And then after kiddo's done meeting with us, then family advocate and caregiver have a chance to meet with law enforcement and CPS and talk next steps and kind of what's going to happen.
So do you guys provide direct supports for families?
We give referrals out to mental health providers and whoever else is needed, Children's Mercy, and different, whatever the parents need.
Okay. How many kiddos do you guys see on average a year?
I think our last total from grant cycle was 186, and that included and that included Atchison and Leavenworth counties.
So we do serve both counties. So we have 4 staff within the Child Advocacy Center that serve both Leavenworth and Atchison counties. We do operate a center in both areas as well. So we do go over, we do travel and see kiddos in both spaces. So what else was I going to ask you? So what if someone wanted to support the CAC? Right now there's not really volunteer opportunities for that,
No.
correct?
Correct.
Okay. So if someone wanted to support the CAC, what kinds of things might they be able to help with?
So, we're always taking donations of new stuffed animals. We say new just because that's what the kiddos get when they leave here. And so we want to make sure that they're in, good condition and they get to pick out their little stuffed animal. They also take a snack and a drink. Sometimes, kids get up and they're rushing in the mornings, or they come here straight from school and so they're hungry. So we provide them with snacks and drinks. So we're always taking donations for those. We just ask that they're individually wrapped and prefer not to have that. Like if you're going to do fruit cups or something like that, more like the squeezable kind of applesauce packets and things, because the others parents don't usually like to take the others in their car.
Some things that are a little bit less messy.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah. Gift cards are also appreciated. We can use those for special projects or to buy snacks. or we've used them in the past, depending on where they are too, for gas and things like that for families to get to Children's Mercy and stuff.
Yeah. And because we do serve both counties, I mean, some of the families that we serve, they do drive a bit of a distance to be able to come to the interview and then to meet with other individuals that are involved in that case, in that investigation process. So sometimes the gas cards too do help them get back and forth to all of those meetings, as you said, down to Children's Mercy and things like that for things that kiddos may need.
Yep.
So, let's see. I don't know what other questions I might have about the CAC right now. What else are we working on right now? I know Christmas, yes. So this, right now, I think we are knee deep in Night at the Races planning. Night at the Races is our annual fundraiser. So we have this Friday. It's typically in May, but it has since been rescheduled. So we'll have that this Friday, and it is at the Riverfront Center. We are currently sold out, but we are in a madhouse, I think, trying to get everything finalized for that. So we're super excited to be in person and have this event. It's always such a wonderful event. If you've never been, I encourage you to check it out and look at some of the photos online. But it is I think a huge focus right now of a lot of stuff and what we're trying to do and get things going for this week. So that is definitely a high priority at the moment. We just finished our superhero run, 3 weeks ago?
Has it been that long already?
3 weeks, maybe? Yeah, I think it was about 3 weeks ago. Just finished our superhero run, and that's always a good time as well. We had a lot of individuals in costumes, and
it was really cute.
Kiddos playing games, and we had a tiny little adorable, I think it's a Hulk. I'm really bad at costumes and superheroes and all of that, but I think it was a tiny little Hulk.
Yeah.
So it was super cute. So we just finished that event. I think we had just under 200 runners. Do you know?
I didn't get the numbers.
I think it was just about 200 runners, I believe, including the kiddos. So that's always fun. We typically have that one in August every year, so that one will come back next year, late August most likely. Let's see.
Do you have any of your information sessions scheduled?
Yes, we have another information session. So we have an open information session on Monday next week. I don't have my phone because I'm using it. I believe it's at 5 o'clock in Atchison. Is that the 20th? Yes, 5 o'clock I believe in Atchison. And then we have one here in Leavenworth on the 28th, also at 5 o'clock. Those are both open information sessions. You do not have to RSVP. You can just show up. We give you information about our programs, each of the different volunteer opportunities. And if those times don't work for you too, we can certainly schedule something that's more convenient for your schedule. We do them virtually or in person. So you can reach out to us here on Facebook. You can reach out on our website. Send us a message and let us know that you're interested in learning more, and we'd be happy to schedule a time with you. So those are coming up. What else do we have? We are September.
Volunteer appreciation.
Yes, so we will have volunteer appreciation pretty soon, and that'll be early next month. I'm so glad you're here. All of my brain is in my phone with my calendar, and I don't have all of the notes written down. So volunteer appreciation is early October. It's really just a nice event that we have. We try to celebrate each of our volunteers and showcase them and let them know how much we really do appreciate them. We are an all volunteer run agency, so we really could not provide services without volunteers. They are absolutely vital to the services that we provide in the community to the kiddos. So without them, we really wouldn't exist. So that'll be early October. I don't know of anything else in October offhand. Yesterday on our Facebook, our 12 Weeks of Christmas went live. So if you saw some of that, so our 12 Weeks of Christmas, we are accepting donations of new Christmas items each week between now and I think it's early December is when the end of it will be. So each week we'll be asking for a different somewhat category of toys. Doesn't mean that you're limited to that. You can bring in any item new for the kiddos if you'd like. But each week we'll post the most requested items for that week's category. You can drop those off at our Leavenworth office. And each time you drop off a new item, you will be entered in to win a raffle for a gift card tree. And that will be drawn at the end of our 12 weeks. So this week we kicked off, let's see. So this week we're just asking for general items. So for those that don't know, we do adopt each of the kiddos that we serve for Christmas. So we have, I think on average, we have about 100 kiddos that we provide Christmas to. And we provide new items for each of those kiddos. That includes clothing, toys. We've had all sorts of things that kiddos have asked for in the past. Last year, I think we had some kiddos that requested bedding for their bed. A couple years ago, we had someone that requested a mattress, to have a new mattress. And then whatever those hot toys are, that the pop things and the LOL dolls and I don't know what else. All those toys that the kiddos like. But this week we're requesting just general items. Legos, Barbies, Barbie clothes, Hot Wheels, some outdoor toys like sleds, things to play in the snow, footballs, basketballs, things like that. Dinosaurs, superheroes, science and art kits are always another big one. We have a lot of kiddos that really enjoy doing those hands-on things. So those are always needed items. You can find all of that information on our Facebook page, so a little heads up on each of the week's items that we'll be requesting. And as I said, you can bring those into the CASA office in Leavenworth. Each time you bring in an item, you will be entered in to win that drawing at the end of the 12 weeks. Do we have any questions at all? How many people are on? All right. What time is it?
Do you guys have any questions?
I know there's a little bit of a lag sometimes when we ask questions and people are responding, so. Let's see, so, I don't know what else we've got going on. I feel like my brain is just very much focused on Night at the Races, so it's, and that light, it's in my eyeballs. Night at the Races, Superhero Run, Christmas.
Another thing that I forgot to mention with the Child Advocacy Center is we are able to provide darkness to light training. So it's a training that works for prevention. So we can offer that for community partners, different organizations. It kind of helps you develop a code of conduct for your people in your organization and how you're going to handle things to prevent anything happening to kiddos that you work with or kiddos that are in your care, and also things to look out for, warning signs and things of that nature. We're also getting ready to start working with the schools on different prevention programs, and not just for sexual abuse, but from bullying to suicide prevention to pretty much the whole gamut, online safety, all that kind of stuff. So I don't have the paper in front of me, but
So the Darkness to Light, though, is more geared for adults,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
And that's really good for anyone that interacts with kiddos in general. So, schools, daycares, even sports places, right? Dance,
Cub
businesses.
Scouts, Girl Scouts, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
So
Churches that have daycares and like, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Daycares and Sunday schools and things like that. Anything of that nature. So anybody that works with kids.
Is there a cost for that class?
No, there's not. There's grants through Kansas Service League that allow us to provide it for free. So.
So if you're interested in learning more about that, that information is also on our website. So you can check out, and that's called the Darkness to Light. So that's going to be under the Child Advocacy Center page. So you can find that information on there, request more information, and we can certainly set up a time to chat with you or schedule a time to come out and give you more information about that and try and set up a class for you.
Yes.
We did have a few questions come in. The first question is, can information sessions be virtual?
Absolutely. So we do offer those information sessions either in person or virtual. Right now we have the couple that are scheduled that are open. So if you have time to just come in and chat with us, you can do that. If you need to schedule one, you can schedule one to come in and meet with us. Or you can schedule to attend one virtually as well. And that is based on your availability also. So we do offer those in the evenings sometimes. We've done them on the weekends. So we're pretty flexible on that.
And then another question is, what if I want to volunteer but cannot commit to becoming an advocate?
Okay. So there are lots of different ways that you can get involved with our programs. If you are interested in volunteering, there are a few different ways that you can volunteer. Our court-appointed special advocate, our CASA namesake, is our main program that we recruit volunteers in. It is a bit of a time commitment for that one. We do require that you commit to at least a year with us for that program, because we do want to make sure that the kiddos have that consistency with an individual that they're working with. If you do not have the time to commit to that program, we have our visitation center as well, that we have volunteers that advocate in that. And then on top of that, we have individuals that would like to come and help just sparingly. So they may come in and help with one-time events. We have individuals that are coming just on Friday to help us set up and serve food, things along that lines. We have individuals that come and help us with other events, or they come in the office and help maybe clean or shred papers. Some of it does require background screenings, some training depending on what program, but there's certainly lots of different ways that you can be involved, and we are always looking for individuals who may have new ideas of how they may be able to help our CASA programs grow. So.
What is your biggest area of need right now?
Our biggest area of need right now is probably volunteers. As I said before, we are an all-volunteer run agency. We cannot provide services to kiddos in the community without volunteers. I think that is and continues to remain our biggest need. We are a staff of 11, yes. I believe right now. So we have 11 staff that covers 3 different programs, 2 different classes, in 2 different counties. So without volunteers, we cannot serve the kiddos that need us the most. So volunteers is definitely probably our main need.
How old do you have to be to volunteer?
Sun is right in my eyeballs. To volunteer in the CASA program, you have to be 21. You do have to complete background screening, fingerprinting, training, and commitments for that program. In the visitation center, you do have to be 18. Again, background screening, training, things along that line. And to help with different items like the events and things like that, there's not a set age limit. We have, I think we had some volunteers from the superhero run that were 14, I believe. We have some of the high school students that have come out before in the past to help us at our night at the races. So we've had, I think the Honor Society has come out. I'm not sure who else off the top of my head.
Kiddos that help with our car wash.
Oh yeah, we had a car wash a couple months ago. Actually, I think that was in August, last month. So we had a car wash, and so we had some kiddos that were out there helping as well. So it really just depends on what you're looking for. But again, there's so many different ways to volunteer. There's different opportunities for all different ages and abilities. Great questions. Any more questions? All right. So I think we covered most everything that's coming up. You can find all of this information and more on our website. So our website is casalvks.org. You can find anything that you're looking for in there. You can reach out and get more information about the classes, our programs, volunteer requirements and opportunities. All of that is on there. If you have more questions, you can send us a message here on Facebook as well. We'd be happy to chat with you or set up an information session. Again, our next one is Monday in Atchison, Monday evening. And then following that, we have one on the 28th in Leavenworth at 5 o'clock. So, I don't think I have anything else. If you guys have more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And I hope you have a good morning.
Thank you.